Next, we're gonna make turkey meatloaf. Step one is to heat or saute the vegetables, which is gonna be a white onion and red bell pepper. I'm gonna put about a tablespoon of oil in the pan. It's already hot. You can use canola oil, olive oil. Anyone works, we're using canola oil today. We dump in the red bell pepper. And put in the white onion. The recipe calls for 1 medium. I think we got like a large, so I'm not gonna put the full onion in there. Put most of it. Now into your vegetable mixture, you're gonna add the seasonings. The recipe calls for just thyme, but I also add Italian seasoning, pepper, and garlic powder to make it taste better. You guys are also welcome to add that as well, just no salt. So no regular salt, sea salt, no garlic salt. So in this mixture, we have Italian seasoning and thyme, both dried. About 1 teaspoon of each. Gonna add 1 teaspoon of garlic powder. And then just a little bit of pepper measured with your heart. And you're gonna mix all of this together and saute it until the onions are translucent or see-through. While the vegetables are sauteing, I'm gonna get started on the meat mixture. It's gonna be 1.5 pounds of ground turkey, which I already have prepared here. You're gonna add 2 eggs, lightly beaten, to the meat. And then you're gonna add 1/3 cup of plain breadcrumbs. Make sure you don't get any seasonings, like any Italian seasoning or anything like that. And your breadcrumbs is gonna have extra sodium in it. Add the 1/3 cup, and then I'm gonna add 2 tablespoons of Worcestershire sauce. Okay. Now how I like to do it is mix it with my hands. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Kind of get this meat mixture all incorporated. Of course, wash your hands before doing so. If you are not a fan of touching raw meats, you can also use like a KitchenAid type of appliance to get the meat all mixed together. You can see the onions are starting to become pretty clear or see-through. Okay, so once your vegetable mixture looks like this, you're gonna turn your stove off and you're gonna set it to the side to cool for a little bit. How long you want to set it to the side just depends on you. You are gonna mix it into the meat. So if you're using your hand, might wanna wait a little bit longer. If you're using a tool, then maybe you can be more lenient in the time. And let that cool for a little bit. Okay, while our veggies are cooling, we're gonna get our pan ready for the meatloaf. You're gonna wanna take some non-stick spray and then spray it on your pan. You can use a pan like this, you can use a bread specific pan, whatever you guys have available is perfectly fine. As you can see in this pan, I did it in the center because I'm gonna form the meat loaf into a loaf shape. Now that our vegetables have cooled, I'm going to combine the vegetable mixture into the meat mixture. Okay. Again, just like I did before, I'm going to use my hand to mix this in. Now we're going to transfer the meat mixture into our pan. It doesn't have to be perfect, just wanna plop it in there. And then once it's there, you can kind of shape it more into a loaf shape. And after this is done, I'm gonna wash my hands again. Our final step is going to be to add low sodium or no salt added ketchup to our meatloaf. This is optional, by the way, but it kind of adds some extra flavor and color. And so you're gonna add 1/4 a cup on top of the meatloaf. So the kind that we are using today for our recipe demonstration is no salt added. All right, once that's measured out, we're gonna pour it on top. And then we're going to glaze the top of our loaf, like so. And once that is how you like it, we're going to put the loaf in the oven at 325 for an hour and a half.